Need something?
My mom said I was giving her a headache and that I should come over here.
What makes you think you won't give me a headache?
I don't know. What's that?
A volcano?
It's like a brain.
No, it's not. It's a volcano.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, and it's like you're looking down inside and that's the lava? It's cool. I wish I could see a volcano explode once. You seen one explode?
Not in person.
I'm gonna come here after school all the time.
You mean every day? Why?
Because I like it here.
I'm not the funnest playmate.
I don't care.
Don't you have any friends? Okay, rules of the house. No snooping and no belly aching about being bored.
Is that a naked woman?
That's your aunt.
What's that? Don't you ever see that guy on TV?
What guy?
The one who paints the trees and the mountains. He's a lot faster than you are.
Maybe you want to do your own painting.
How come I don't get the kind of paint you got?
My stuff's not cheap to come by.
Don't you have a lot of money?
No.
My mom thought you had a lot of money.
Helen used to spend it like we did, but we didn't.
I was supposed to come here and always talk about how we're doing bad on money and stuff. Like how I can't afford new shoes for school.
What about your father?
He's dead.
You tell your mother I'll buy you a pair of shoes, but nothing fancy, just so you're not running around barefoot.
How come you like to paint volcanoes?
How come you like to paint race cars?
Because they're awesome.
Oh, well, that's how I feel about volcanoes. There's a volcano in Japan famous for people killing themselves there. It was in the 30s. It happened so often, tourists would line the rim just to watch. The ferry that ran out to the island had to stop selling tickets so as not to look like they were promoting the whole thing.
Why do people kill themselves?
Depressed, lonely, nuts, can't stand to live with themselves anymore. All pretty good reasons.
We're all searching for a home in the end. Where will it take us? Or will it break us? Or will it break us?
Uncle Gustav? What are you doing? Stop it!
Shut it! I'm getting revenge!
On who?
What?
Revenge on who?
Put it on the fire!
All right, make sure he gets this to the courthouse.
Okay.
Does your aunt live here?
No.
So nobody looks after him when he gets like this?
No, but I'm gonna stay with them tonight.
Right.
I don't know why I burned him.
How many did you burn?
I don't know.
Did you burn any of mine?
God, I hope not.
Well, you know, if you did, it's okay. I'm just glad that you didn't set fire to anything else.
You mean like myself?
No, I meant like your house. You wouldn't set fire to yourself, would you?
You probably want to know why I got shit-faced. Helen's getting married.
Oh, Jesus.
Marriage was never a good idea for that woman. Not with me. Not with anybody. I don't know why she keeps kidding herself. I'm in the mood for a movie.
What's your sign, baby?
Oh, I've heard that one so many times. Try to be original.
Hey, I have a question for you.
What would that be?
Did it hurt
Did butt hurt?
when you fell from heaven?
Oh, I think I'm in love.
Uncle Gustav?
Hey, boy.
Hey, what do you want to do today?
You can help me write my suicide note.
All right.
Dear Helen, if you wonder if you should blame yourself for what I've done, the answer is yes. I can't take the pain and loneliness anymore. I hope you find true happiness with your new husband, but you should also know that I have died a slow and agonizing death as every last ounce of blood dripped from my broken heart. Yours, Gustav.
Things are getting pretty serious now.
Been pretty serious for a while.
What's it mean? You're one step away?
You know, good to have a note, in case I'm pressed for time.
Let me see it. Well, you do get to the point. That's good. And at the end, it's kind of poetic. Where it says that Helen should blame herself, maybe you could be more specific.
How?
Well, you say she broke your heart, but it seems to me like you hate her now. You say she always talked to you like a kid and knocked her paintings, and she refused to get pregnant for you because she already had a kid. Maybe you could make a list of all the bad things she did to you and put them in the note.
Like an indictment.
What?
It'll just riddle her with guilt. Be good for the poor bastard that married her, too. Let him know what he got himself into.
So how are you gonna do it?
I'll probably just drive my car off the Saddle Creek Bridge.
Where are you gonna leave the note?
Just leave it on my bed.
What happens when you don't die? I mean, lots of people drive off the bridge and they don't die.
That's because they get out of the car and they swim back to the bank. I wouldn't do that. I'd just go under.
And drown?
Yeah.
My PE coach says that drowning is one of the worst ways to die.
Why is that?
Because it can take up to 20 minutes and go through cardiac arrest.
It's hard to botch shooting yourself. People who jump off bridges and things often botch it. Jumpers who live say they regretted it right after the leap. There's a woman in D.C. who fed herself to the lions. Hid in the zoo till after hours, scaled a fence, climbed over a wall, swam across the moat, and lay down and let the big cats feast.
I'm pretty sure that method would be last on my list.
Oh, I'm not even considering it. She made her suicide symbolic. Something I had to think about.
What?
Symbolism. What if I ate a whole tube of paint?
I'd say to definitely kill you.
It would be symbolic. I could put in my note that Helen's feelings toward my art so consume me with self-hate. To get back, I consume the tool of my art.
Wouldn't it make people think that you're crazy?
Will it?
I bet so. You don't want Helen to think you're crazy. You want her to think that you killed yourself as a way to blame her for your loneliness.
Yeah.
What's it taste like?
Metal. There's no way I could eat a whole tube. What do you mean you lost my dog? I just dropped him off to be groomed.
Sir, there was a complication. There were 2 chihuahuas in one room.
And what's the point?
Well, so Missy went home with the wrong owner.
You can't keep track of who owns what dog?
Don't yell at me, sir.
I gotta holler at you because that's
Sir,
what kind of joint you running there?
What do you think that guy's last thought was?
I don't know.
I mean, if he was real, you think he was afraid that last second? I mean, you think it crossed his mind that it was a mistake?
I don't know.
I mean, what happens to you after you die? Do you think there's a hereafter? I mean, is there somewhere beyond the earth? Or do you just die and that's it? And nothing?
I don't know.
You know, Helen got pregnant with me once. She was 42. That was too old an age to be having a baby again. I told her it didn't matter because I was excited to be a father. And I told her I would take care of the baby. She still didn't want to, but she said okay. 2 weeks later, she went out and got an abortion. Didn't ask me, just went out, did like another errand. She said me raising the kid was all fine and good, but because I couldn't do the pregnancy, what did it matter? Our marriage got pretty bitter after that. Wasn't too long before she left me. How old were you when your dad died?
5. I used to miss him a lot.
Still do, don't you?
Not really. I really don't remember him anymore. I used to think about him all the time, every day. But then I just sort of slowly forgot things about him.
Maybe it's okay you don't remember him that much. Losing a parent, it's a pretty hard thing to get over. At least this way, it's as though you really never had a father. Life's a lot less complicated when you don't have those kind of relationships. Being fatherless and sonless, it's really not that bad.
Do you feel like you never had a son? What's it taste like?
Metal. There's no way I could eat a whole tube.